I am convinced that if every single person who regularly gets behind the wheel of a car watched this video, our highways would be perfect. We would literally have utopia highways. They would be safer, they would be quicker to get around in, and they'd just be overall a better experience. Highways would actually be nice. Today, I'm going to tell you guys why American, Canadian, honestly, highways worldwide are so bad. And what better way to show you guys than to hop on the highway itself. Let's do this. Okay, guys, check it out. We have the standard highway, 3 lanes. That's a merging lane. It just extends. It's a really weird one. 3 lanes, HOV lane. Let's first talk about how does a highway work? This rightmost lane is your default, okay? This is where you're meant to be most of the time. Now you're asking, when do you go in the middle lane? That's when you want to pass someone in this rightmost lane here. Then you're thinking, when do you want to go in the leftmost lane? That's when you pass someone in the middle lane. So basically, the further left you go, that's for passing the person to the right of you. Then you go back immediately into the rightmost lane, okay? Think of it as like a magnet on the right-hand side of the road, pulling you back except when you're passing. Now, what happens? Why don't people follow this? Well, let's take this camper van, for example. In the middle lane, they should be passing someone in the right lane. That's why they should be there. As you can see, they're passing absolutely no one, okay? So now if I want to make a pass legally, I have to not only hop into the middle lane, I have to hop 2 lanes. 2 lanes just to pass them. That is insane, guys. And obviously, I can't pass on the right. That is insanely unsafe and very dangerous and frowned upon. So now to pass this camper, I have to merge 2 separate lanes. That is what highways have come to now. Okay, and now look, once I'm done my pass, look where I go. Back into the middle lane. And guys, check it out. Am I passing anyone on the right lane? No. So what do? I get the hell out of the middle lane. That's it. That's it. That's highway driving right there. If we showed this to everyone who's driving, we could fix highways like that. They'd be fixed. We'd have perfect highways. But yeah, as you can see, people just camp the lanes. They don't do it properly. It's insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. People camp the middle lane. People camp the left lane. It's insane, guys. This is what's wrong with highways. So you're thinking, what's the big deal? Why can't we just go wherever we want? Well, it's because we need proper structure on these highways, okay? If we just have these highways where everyone's going super fast, over 100, and people are just going all over the place, people are passing on the left, the right, it's chaos. That is extremely unsafe. But if we have an orderly highway where people are only passing on one side of you, and otherwise if you're not passing, you're staying as far right as possible, we'll have orderly, safer highways. Predictability means less crashes, okay? So if everyone's predictable on the highways, they'll be safer. This should be common sense, but no, it's not. Now we have cars like this GMC Savannah here, camp in the middle lane. Why? Who knows? Who actually knows? Now, some common rebuttals you hear, okay? And the first one is that, oh, if I'm going faster than the speed limit, I should be allowed to go in these side lanes here. No, these are not fast lanes. These are passing lanes, okay? They're only for passing, right? I hop in this lane when I want to pass these cars. I hop into this lane when I want to pass the cars in the middle lane, okay? That's it. Even if I'm going faster, even if I'm going 30 over, if I'm not passing anyone, I need to be in the rightmost lane or as far right as possible. That's it, guys. That's it. It's not rocket science. The other rebuttal I hear is, oh, what if there are cars coming onto the on-ramp and I don't want to get in their way, so I'll stay in the middle lane? That's also terrible thinking. First of all, it is so easy to avoid people. As I just filmed back there, I easily just merged out of the way, or I could have timed it so I was in between the cars. That's not a valid reason to always camp the middle lane at all, okay? It's ridiculous. These highways are completely broken down. I'm a 19-year-old kid. I figured this out. Surely everyone else on the road can too. Now, what about the HOV lane? Now, people think with the HOV lane that if you're allowed to be there, you should go there, which is not true, okay? You only go in the HOV lane if you need it, okay? You only go in the HOV lane if you're allowed to be there, as in you have an electric vehicle or you have more than one person in the car and you need to be there. Otherwise, get out of the HOV lane, right? I see so many people, because they have an EV or because they have more than one person in the car, they just go there because they're allowed to. I need to get out of this lane because this is an exit. Only go in the HOV lanes if you need it, as in if the 3 lanes that are already allocated to you, or the 2 here, now it's 2 lanes, are not fast enough, then you go into the HOV lane. Otherwise, even if you're allowed, don't default to the HOV lane. I see so many Teslas and just cars that are allowed to be there, go there, but they're not necessarily going faster. So they're just camping the HOV lane and crowding it. Stay as far right as possible unless you need to deviate. Now, why do we have this breakdown of lane structure? Why does this happen? Well, to me, there are a couple of reasons, okay? First reason, lack of frick, man. Dang, dude, I was on a roll. Now we got construction, it looks like. Okay. Oh, it's an accident. What is going on? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, he's mad, dude. No way I picked that up on camera. He's still honking. Listen. Okay, he stopped honking. You know, truck drivers are forgiven, man. They always forgive and forget. That's what truck drivers do. Most forgiving people on the road. As I was saying, why does this happen? Why do we have this breakdown in lane structure? It's lack of education and lack of enforcement. First of all, lack of education. When you go to your standard driving school, or if you go to get licensed as a driver, they never test you on the stuff. I have my full license in the province of British Columbia in Canada, and I have never once been tested about proper lane structure. Never once have they said, don't be in the left lane if you're not passing. And I'm a fully licensed driver, okay? To be fair, I didn't take driving school, okay? Maybe driving schools teach this. You can see I'm not actively passing. I'm in this lane now. Driving schools, I don't think they teach this, to be honest. I think they more stress like shoulder checking, always staying on the speed limit, more than they do things like lane etiquette, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I think lane etiquette is huge, but it is what it is, man. Driving schools are going to do what they do. Yeah, then what happens when you clog lanes? Look at this guy in the left lane. This Celica can't pass. Is it Celica or Celica? This is what happens when we ignore proper lane structure. The passing lane is now clogged up. Look at this. I don't want to pass on the right, so I'm going to slow down a bit. But yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Lanes are broken. So yeah, lack of education is number one thing. And the number two thing is lack of enforcement. Cops could easily pull anybody for clogging these lanes. It is a ticketable offense, at least where I am, where I live, ticketable offense. Have I ever seen one person or heard of one person pulled for improper lane practice or clogging a fast lane? Not at all. Cops don't enforce it. They'll love to pull you for going slightly over the speed limit, but they never ever pull for improper lane structure. But yeah, the result of improper lane structure is crowded lanes, more unsafe lanes, people passing where they shouldn't be on the right. It's terrible. We need to enforce proper lane structure. And that starts with you, okay? Stay to the right unless you're making a pass. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. There's no speed set for these. There's no fast lane. It's just a passing lane, okay? And if everybody followed that, I'm convinced we'd all be better drivers. Come on, man. Don't be like these people, okay? We're not even passing. We're just standing still. This Toyota RAV4 could be in that lane. They're not. It's ridiculous, man. Make proper choices on the road. Be safe, be smart. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.